Pompeii, in the shadow of Vesuvius. Christmas is a quiet time to visit, with very few people around. When digging a channel to divert the river Sarno in 1599, paintings were uncovered, but they were so scandalous that they were promptly recovered and forgotten until, in 1748, a Spanish engineer intentionally set out to rediscover the ruins. Making our way to an amphitheatre, we pass what was once a temple, but later used for sports. This amphitheatre was not used for the games and gladiator battles, but for theatrical performances. At the time of our visit, extensive restoration was being carried out on the most important villas. Here we can see the eating places and homes of the less affluent citizens. The streets so well preserved, the ruts of the carts that travelled along them so long ago can still be seen. The stepping stones needed to cross. When it rained, the streets became a river, and when it was dry, filled with rubbish, the high pavement a must. At nearly every corner, a drinking fountain. This is where the less affluent got their water. On the walls and even in the pavements, their symbol of good luck. One of the most important activities in Pompeii was the baths. Several are dotted around the city, but you only use the one for your gender or class. The men's more elaborate and larger than those of the females. The bathers would disrobe in a warm entrance hall, leaving their clothes in the niches in the wall. They go into a warm room for a tepid bath, then on to the hot bath. The rich attended by slaves. All this heat was generated by slaves who fed the fires behind the walls, allowing the hot water to flow.
The quadriportic, this big square, was used by gladiators for training their bodies, but they fight.
Pictures like this is why in 1599 they were quickly covered over. The brothel, another favourite pastime in Pompeii. An original piece of lead pipe in a better part of town for taking water to the houses of the more privileged citizens, to grander fountains in the street and in their gardens. The most important place in the city, the Forum. Here you would find the most prestigious temples, public offices, statues of emperors and important citizens. In a corner of the Forum, many of the finds from the excavation are stored, including some of the cast of the bodies. It was discovered that occasional voids in the ash had contained human remains. Giuseppe Felli, in charge of the site in 1863, injected plaster of Paris into them, and now we see the resulting cast. Not only humans succumbed to the ash, but animals as well. Even bread was preserved. Today, any voids discovered are filled with a clear resin. Their gods forsake them, but the people found now have a kind of immortality.